Hi, welcome back to YouTube.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to my program, which is entitled
Left Nut,
where I do my
political views.
So before we get into the main clip, guys, a very exciting news from NASA, which is the space organization. They released this image from this fancy new telescope, fancy new camera? I don't know, what do they call this thing?
Those are all galaxies out there. So, guys,
We cannot look out into space without looking back into time.
That's how it flows.
So guys, what's going on here, and I was talking to Joe Rogan about this and Lex Fridman about this, is there's probably an alternate version of Earth out there, which means there's probably an alternate version of you doing your exact crap, which means there's an alternate version of me doing this exact same show out there somewhere. And to that version of me, I would like to say, I'll look at the camera for this, I am going to copyright strike you. Okay, this is my intellectual property.
That's how it flows.
what you are doing is bullshit. I'm coming after you legally.
I especially want to congratulate someone who truly embodies the American ethos. Bye-bye. A big thinking and risk-taking. He's a little different than a lot of other people. He liked rockets. He liked rockets.
He's a little different. Says here he likes rockets. Okay. So guys, mostly what we do on this channel, we
make pee-pee, make pee-pee
on, scammers like Tim Pool, that other guy, whatever moron. We make fun of these guys who are just like, what's the way I can make the most amount of money with the least amount of morality? And life threw them a little curveball over the past couple days where they were all on board for this guy, Elon Musk. He's a right-winger now, and he's going to bring back Trump on all this crap. He's going to let us say the N-word on this crap. And now the whole thing is kind of looking like it was a scam the whole time. Now it's taken an even funnier turn is that their favorite guy, he sounds like this.
Bye.
Is now publicly doing this. Where is it? On this guy, Elon Musk now. Uh-oh.
My two daddies are fighting now. Are my daddies crazy?
A feud is intensifying between the world's richest person and the former president of the United States, with Elon Musk tweeting that it was time for Donald Trump to, quote, hang up his hat and sail into the sunset.
What?
Tesla CEO went further, saying Dems should also call off the attack, adding, don't make it so that Trump's only way to survive is to regain the presidency.
Bye-bye.
The pointed Monday night Twitter post came just days after the former president mocked the billionaire at a political rally in Anchorage, Alaska, about Musk trying to back out of his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter.
So the backstory is this guy, Donald Trump, at a rally says he's never going to buy it. He wasn't going to buy it. He's a moron. He's an idiot, and he kissed my ass. And then Elon Musk says, hey, that guy needs to go away. So blah, 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 all this bull crap, all this nonsense, all this. All this stuff that we should not be paying attention to because it's rotting our brain. All this in the service of what I'm about to show you. Yes, people are always like, oh, Donald Trump, he puts the funniest tweets. And I'm like, really? That's funny? And they were right, because he put the funniest tweet after this. Oh, sorry, not tweet, truth. He put a funny truth after this. When Elon Musk came to the White House asking for help on all his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere, without such subsidies, he'd be worthless. And telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican. I could have said drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. Now Elon should focus on getting himself out of the Twitter mess because he could owe $44 billion for something that's worthless, perhaps worthless. And this might be the funniest part. Also, lots of competition for electric cars. P.S. Why was Elon allowed to break the $15 billion stock purchase barrier on Twitter without any reporting? So now he's just saying, hey, he's a criminal too, I think. I think somebody should look into that, if you know what I mean. They should take away his
Uber cars.
I love this because obviously, in America, all our politics are spectacle and nonsense. It's just useless crap. Instead of making our lives better, they're like, hey, I'm a celebrity. These idiots. But this one's great because his whole presidency, Donald Trump was like, He loves rockets. He's going to do rockets. And we got to protect our rocket people.
Is now worth more than GM and Ford. Do you have comments on Elon Musk?
Well, you have to give him credit. I spoke to him very recently, and he's also doing the rockets. He likes rockets, and he does good at rockets, too, by the way. I never saw where the engines come down.
He does good. By the way, he does good at rockets, too. He's not just likes them.
And I was worried about him because he's one of our great geniuses, and we have to protect our genius. You know, we have to protect Thomas Edison, and we have to protect all of these people that came up with originally the light bulb and the wheel and all of these things, and he's one of our...
We got to protect that wheel, man. That guy who made the wheel, everybody was attacking him. They were like, yeah, it's evil. That's evil, let's get him. And we got to step in and say, no, that's a good one that he invented, get off him. So that rules because, all through the presidency, he was like, he's a genius and we got to protect our geniuses, just like the wheel guy. All through the presidency, he went to some weird press conference where he was like, we're doing rockets with Elon and all this stuff. It was, and now just within 48 hours, a couple hours, Elon Musk was kind of mean to Trump, and now Trump's like, actually, the whole thing's a scam. The guy's a scammer and a criminal, actually. Remember all that time I was saying, he's one of our innovators. America, he's a story of American America. Actually, what I was trying to say, what I meant to say, I misspoke. What I was trying to say is they should throw his little South African ass into jail, face first. If it weren't for all the goose stepping around, Bye. This next quote, I might actually be like, I show up with the meemaws and peepaws at Trump rallies because of this quote from Trump. That Trump could occasionally be heard privately mocking Musk, including for being sloppy and on drugs. Trump seemed to be referring to a viral 2018 clip of Musk appearing to smoke pot on Joe Rogan's show. He's on drugs. Elon Musk takes a puff of a joint with Joe Rogan. Trump's like, he's a drug addict. Also, I started downloading that Truth Social thing because I was like, oh, I want to see this on the platform. And then about halfway through downloading that thing, I was like, nah, this thing is going to steal my entire family's identity the way this thing looks. It's going to brick my phone and computer and steal my whole family's identity. It just does not look legit, that thing. Here's a crazy thing, too. I think Trump was actually right when he's like, Elon was mean to me, so I'm going to tell the truth. And this might be a little hint of why Elon Musk wanted to get some money out of Tesla. Study predicts both Ford and GM will overtake Tesla by 2025. What's now, 2022? 2022 Car Wars report forecasts Ford and GM will each have roughly 15% of the electric vehicle market share. This is crazy. If this is true, this is crazy. While Tesla will plummet from 70% to 11%. Oh boy.
The fight for free speech, of course, has been happening on platforms like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
We are still banned from Twitter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It happened a couple weeks ago. Now, I'm not taking credit for anything, obviously.
Right. Okay.
But it was the Babylon Bee, then it was us, then it was Tucker Carlson.
That's how it flows.
Who seemed to be part of a movement that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. It was the final push.
So we looked at a lot of these guys last week. These guys who were like, but whatever, Ben Shapiro and Tim Pool and all these people were like, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is going to kick everyone's ass with his money and attitude. But there's one guy I forgot about. That's right. It's a Chuck check. He might be the one who went the hardest on this.
And he's doing it for a very specific reason.
Scams.
Elon Musk is mad. He's mad that people can't speak freely on the internet anymore, and he wants to do something about it. Elon is on a crusade to restore freedom of speech. And we're going to get into the significance of this in great detail, because this is more than just a wealthy guy buying a company. No, this has societal, civilizational implications. And
Western?
dare I say, this is one of the first...
Western civ or just regular?
...examples of the people that were always on the top crest of human society coming down into the trenches of what matters most for us as human beings. You know me, Jesus. I'm skeptical by nature. So when
he's basically Jesus, is what I'm getting from this, and I agree.
HomeTitleLock.com. That is HomeTitleLock.com.
That's my favorite Charles Kirk product, by the way, home title lock, which is a thing. Home title lock is, hey, grandma, someone's trying to steal your house, and then you'll be homeless. I'm not even lying. That's what home title lock is. Anyway, here we go.
Take out your phone and subscribe to the Charlie Kirk Show podcast. The ground is shaking.
Yes.
The world's wealthiest man is taking over Twitter, and the fight for free speech is just beginning. Charlie Kirk, be right back.
Or ending. Okay. Rip it in there to Charlie.
The American patriots in the revolution required the French government to come in with assistance.
Right.
Even the book of Luke and Acts in the Bible, the first thing that is said in the book of Acts is, Dear Theophilus, who was the underwriter, literally the benefactor that wrote
Theophilus.
Most of the New Testament.
Yes.
In fact, Luke and Acts together.
Yes, I agree. Elon Musk is, I would say, even more epic than a biblical character. I agree, Charlie. Thank you. So I wanted to see if Charlie Kirk addresses this, because this is like, this stupid story is like such a meme, and it's all over every news crap now. So I want to see, did he address it? Because Ben Shapiro addressed it too. Ben Shapiro went real hard. He was like, he's going to fire every single ass at Twitter. And Ben Shapiro's way to kind of be like, it was totally wrong, actually. His way to do that was he got on his show and he said, actually, Elon Musk is a brilliant trickery guy. By the way, I was the one getting tricked also. And I led all my fans to believe in the trick.
So it's not that I haven't lost faith in Tesla. I'm just trying to save the world by buying Twitter. And so everybody is distracted by this hand, and they're neglecting the fact that you actually just liquidated $8.5 billion worth of stock over here.
So they all think their audience are idiots, but at least they address it, you know? So I wanted to see, I looked at today's stream, and Charlie cannot get people to watch his YouTube channel. Poor guy. You got to be in the middle of nowhere driving a truck to be desperate enough to listen to Charlie Kirk on AM radio.
Not on YouTube. Charlie's not doing great.
I can't wait till Trump turns on Charlie for some reason. You know, there's some leak phone call of Charlie calling Trump an idiot. So Trump gets upset and he's like, actually, his face is weird. Those memes are correct. He's weird. He looks weird. What's wrong with him? He didn't address that, but he did get into this. Yeah. And I'm having a good time with
Letting
Charlie.
Everyone know. Socialism sucks.
Whoa.
The Charlie Kirk Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Email us freedom@charliekirk.com and subscribe to the Charlie Kirk Show podcast. With us right now is the author of the book Laptop from Hell, Miranda Devine.
Oh, shoot.
She's fabulous. You've probably seen her on TV, and you should check out her
book.
Her.
Yep.
But I have a lot of questions because there was this leak allegedly over the weekend, and maybe it's a leak or not a leak, and I can't think of a better person to help make sense of this.
Charlie America Kirk, that's his logo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Email us freedom@charliekirk.com. Are we ready for a battle with China? Are we ready for a conflict?
Yep.
Now, they might not attack us.
This is the sound of me getting ready.
Conventionally. How about a cyber attack?
Yes.
What if I told you the Chinese Communist Party might be funding some of the green energy groups?
Oh, wow. Well, I think we can catch them based on the following fact.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Thank you, Joe.
That's already been proven through some declassified documents.
Yes, yes. Green energy is a plot from the Chinese to get us off fossil fuels. Joe, anything about that?
Generally speaking.
So yeah, doesn't look like he's addressing the fact that a thing that he was real worked up about didn't pan out the way. But he is saying some valuable information. Definitely doesn't sound like he's just mushing all the crap that these people say together. Yeah, green energy and higher taxes on rich people is a plot from the Chinese people to turn you, Grandma, watching this transgender. Also, I have food buckets too you could buy. You could do this with them.
If I was the Chinese Communist Party, let's just kind of play act for a second.
Okay.
If I was the Chinese Communist Party, I would be BLM's #1 supporter. I would be Planned Parenthood's #1 supporter to make sure our population stays down.
He's literally doing what I just said. Hey, what's all the things we don't like? Yeah, that's Chinese. all that's Chinese. And there's one thing we know about them.
Generally speaking.
Where can I find out more about that, Joe?
That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible.
And we got to give it up for Chuck on this one. We got to go back and do a little retrospective because this is the best. This is the best story of all this Elon Musk fanaticism that he's taking over Twitter from these idiots. Charlie Kirk did the best one. I love this. I love what he did. It's a little bit of this. Charlie Kirk's Twitter got suspended because he was, breaking some rules or some crap. I think he said this on Twitter. I think he said buckets of cum on Twitter or something. So they suspended his little ass. And then he came back and he put up this tweet on April 28th that says, due to new management, I'm back on Twitter. But it turned out that he just deleted the tweet. Elon Musk is already he didn't even own the company at that point, but he's like, look, Elon Musk put me back on, dude. I mean, you got to give it up for that amount of respect for your audience. Hey, morons, yeah. Remember, Elon Musk is our cool guy that you guys like now. So he put me back. This was an accidental discovery here. I found something that's changed my mind about Chuck, okay? Usually we come on here, we say, this guy's a moron. He's an idiot with no sort of moral compass or bravery or any of that. He's just like this scumbag, this little creep, this little turd worm who sucks around for money from right-wing billionaires. I take that all back. I take that all back because right now in this clip that I'm about to show you, Chuck Charleston Kirk shows us how much he's willing to sacrifice for his beliefs.
What is the point of being rich if you can't live in a free country?
Exactly.
What's the point of being fabulously wealthy over an unfree nation?
Exactly. That's what I say.
I personally would rather have $1 million and live in a totally free country versus 5 or 10 million and live in some sort of authoritarian regime and be...
Wow. What a... Guys, look, I'm really committed to this, okay? I'd rather have $1 million and not have a real job, okay? I'd rather get $1 million for basically doing nothing than have $5 million for doing nothing. That I'm willing to put it all on the line. I'm going to make a sacrifice, and I'll just take the 1 mil. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you to Allah for creating all these planets and all this crap. What's going on out there?
I gotta know what they're doing out there, man.
They're watching us, so we gotta do a preemptive strike on all them out there. We're gonna be working on that here. I'm gonna be doing some lobbying work we gotta attack all that, whatever all that crap is out there. So happy Wednesday, guys. It's one of the stupider days that I hate. Don't like it.
You like rockets.
Hope you're having a good week, and as always,
that's how it flows. That's how it flows.
Always remember,
that's how it flows.
Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, you're only getting a fraction of the weekly shows. If you want a new motherfucking episode every day, subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. You get the patron-only Tuesday and Thursday shows, the Bookablega show where we look at important books, and the goddamn weekly behind-the-scenes show. And for only 25 bones, you could become a producer and get your name up here. Look at these people. These people make this show possible. If it wasn't for them, nothing. We don't have a show. We got nothing, and it's garbage. And we have to just leave. We have to just basically walk away. And we don't even really know where we're walking. That's the truly troubling part about all this. But please, become a patron today for as little as 2 bones, or 5 bones is another level, or 10, or you go the full 25 and you get up here. Big special thanks to these people. Love you guys so much.